Throughout the years, I've gained an understanding that regardless of the difficulties faced by both genders in relationships and dating, women will never give up their pursuit. Even at the age of 63, they still desire companionship or marriage, believing they possess something valuable to offer at any stage of life. It's important to acknowledge that women will persistently strive to find a partner, as most women perceive relationships to be more advantageous than remaining single. Strangely enough, these same women who actively pursue relationships from a young age often sabotage themselves when they finally succeed in finding one. Isn't that ironic? They comprehend the benefits of being in a relationship versus being single, yet once they attain one, their desire for it diminishes.
To be a slave for your girl's approval and do whatever the fuck she wants to do. But in reality, she loses respect for you doing whatever the fuck she wants to do. She wants you to tell her, I don't like that, and I don't commit to girls that do that. Or she likes that, you say, okay, listen, you want to go to the club? Fantastic. But when you come back, you're going to be single, baby girl. All right? And your stuff's going to be packed outside. She likes that shit. You want to know why? Because women need to be protected from themselves, and they fucking love it when a guy has the fucking balls to tell her to her face, I don't commit to girls that do this type of shit.
This is why men should refrain from committing to these females, as eventually the relationship will crumble due to some trivial matter they believe they are entitled to or due to sheer boredom. When I advise you guys to avoid pursuing long-term commitments with modern women, it's because I am certain that at some point it will all come crashing down, and you'll be forced to pay a hefty price to regain your freedom. This is what men need to grasp when entering into relationships. It may be easy and enjoyable initially, but the real problem arises when one person decides it's time to terminate the relationship. The process of extricating oneself from the other person is often disregarded by men before making the commitment. All they are focused on is the temporary pleasure and their ability to provide. They fail to consider the ongoing maintenance costs, the expenses required to repair or end the relationship. Yet here you are, eagerly rushing into a commitment with a woman who has yet to prove her capability of maintaining a lasting partnership, and she's already in her mid-30s or 40s. At the end of the day, it's your own actions that lead to your downfall, as you fail to recognize the power women hold over you once you commit to them. Let me speak honestly with you all. Women thrive on relationships and spend their lives seeking someone to fund their lifestyles. Let me reiterate this for those who doubt it. Most women's main purpose in life is to enter into relationships or find someone to financially support them in the long run. If you think women will ever give up on relationships, you're mistaken. Have you ever wondered why they keep multiple men around, even when they have a partner providing for them? Think about it. Many of you have been in relationships where your girlfriend or wife maintained connections with other men, be it friends, colleagues, or acquaintances. The reason behind this is that relationships are how they survive. It's not always about sexual encounters, it's about keeping connections with people who can provide what they cannot obtain on their own.
Most importantly, they're not going to take away your money and your resources from you, man, that you worked hard as fuck to get. Because when you have an abundance mindset, you'll be like, man, fuck this bitch, there's another one down the road. Like, I don't care. Here's the thing, though, why women beat us in this so much. Women naturally have that 10 seconds of abundance mindset that you have to fight to get after you get post-nut clarity. They have it all the time. Okay? That's why they're able to go to the club and not approach any guys and not give a shit. That's why they don't have to send out DMs for the most part and talk to guys unless he's like, you know, an X factor, you know? Girls naturally have an abundance mindset and they get the privilege of being able to sit back and be like, oh, they're going to come to me anyway. I need you guys to have that mindset as well.
I want you all to understand that when dealing with women, they keep you around or engage in a relationship because they are benefiting from it or have future plans for their gain. The essential insight that all men must grasp about women is that they only associate with men when there's a benefit involved. If they don't see any value they can gain from you, whether it's financial, emotional, attention-based, or time-related, they won't engage or interact with you. You are exchanging money, energy, attention, and time to keep women in your life. If you're not providing some form of valuable contribution to women, they won't want anything to do with you. I've experienced these firsthand numerous times, and I know many other men who have lost their women when they no longer served a purpose. A prime example is when men lose their source of income, and their partner leaves them for another man or for the single life. Come on, guys, you know this happens. Once you remove your financial support from women, they eventually abandon you, proving that their association with you was solely driven by what they could gain. When I refer to them as leeches and parasites, I mean it. Most of them enter your life with their eyes fixed on what they can extract, without any intention of offering anything valuable in return. It's truly disgraceful. You would expect women who have reached their physical and biological limits to humble themselves, seek out men, and make their lives easier while enhancing their own worth. However, what we witness are women with bad deals or divorcees who ruin their marriages and now re-enter the dating scene in search of top-tier men.
Would you get into a relationship with a woman that was over the age of 35 that wanted kids and knowing this is a possibility?
No, we don't take baby mums around here.
I do not have sympathy for you chicks, yeah? When you get old, you hit the wall and then you start complaining, oh, where has all the good men gone? Bruv, you had the good men, they're in your friend zone, in your best years, bro. You chasing bad boys and drug dealers and rappers and YouTubers and all of these kind of people, bruv, at the end of the day, you only got yourself to blame, fam. And then boom, like your options have dried up and you've dried up as well.
I think that all girls want a guy that other women want. I don't think there's a single girl that wants a guy that nobody wants.
That's true.
Only 20% of men really get to pick. So if you choose to go after a top 20% guy and he cheats, sorry, don't really feel bad.
Listen,
you picked. You want him to be over 6 foot. You want him to make money. You want him to be attractive. You want him also to be obsessed with you. It's like, we've been sold a dream, a Disney fairy tale of shit that's not real.
Do you remember when I warned you about getting involved with desperate women and how dangerous they can be? Well, if you think it's a joke, you're in for a rude awakening. Throughout my life, I've witnessed men who took in women desperate for relationships due to baby fever or financial struggles, needing a lifeline or a place to stay. None of those relationships turned out to be successful, and I mean none of them. They all ended disastrously, with the woman making the man's life a living hell upon their departure. This happens because desperate women are dangerous. They are wild animals. They will do whatever it takes to get what they want or hold on to what they've gained. The same goes for parasites. Once a parasite finds a suitable host, it will cling to them, reluctant to let go, because it jeopardizes its own survival. Women are no different. Once they find a man who gives them what they desire, they won't leave without a fight. They'll take as much as they can on their way out, even if it ruins the man's life. Men fail to see this coming because all you're thinking about is satisfying your immediate desires, but these females will wreck your life. Some of you haven't seen your wife's intimacy in months. You can't even recall its appearance or scent, which is truly lamentable if you ask me. But as I mentioned, parasites are dangerous. You must ensure you don't commit to someone who is desperate, or you might end up like the single homeless men you see around, waiting for death. Since I realized these homeless men in the streets were divorced and kicked out of their houses, I've avoided desperate women, whether young or old. I refuse to subject myself to the craziness and vindictive nature of such women just because I wanted some pleasure or felt lonely. Let this serve as a lesson to you love-struck men out there. It only takes one problematic woman to ruin the rest of your life, whether you impregnate her or kneel down and sign your life away. It's not worth it, gentlemen, trust me. The torment you'll have to endure will leave you resembling the prodigal son. But the choice is yours at the end of the day. I'm not signing up for that. One last thing to note, women have successfully pushed the physical wall well into their 40s, thanks to plastic surgery and advancements in science. They're even attempting to delay the biological wall through in vitro fertilization or surrogacy. So understand that they will never give up. Many of them will face setbacks, and some may go to extreme lengths to maintain their appearance. It's a choice they make to compete with younger women, but just because they look good for their age doesn't mean they'll make good partners. Before you sacrifice yourself for a hot 40-year-old, remember that she is single for a reason. What do you think? Tell us down in the comments section. Be sure to subscribe and bang the notifications bell. Remember to share and like the video, gents. Thank you for watching.